YouTube, welcome back. Good evening. All right, guys. So I want to go through two articles with you, and then we'll get into the daily news. Okay. Um, so the first article that got everybody discouraged and upset was this article talking about keeping the currency pegged at its or remaining at its current value for 4 years. Guys, this article, in my opinion, was all BS. And okay, so this article is all BS. And then guys, in my opinion, this second article, which is not that, it's this one right here, where it talked about the finance issued a statement after ministers chaired a meeting on Iraq's financial budgets, and then they really dove into this, guys. They talked about drafting a new 3-year budget in this one, and then they actually talked about activating investments too around that same period. In my opinion, guys, this article was 100% real. Okay, we dived into this very deep tonight, guys, on Patreon. I mean, we analyzed the tar out of it, and this article was very confirming for all the new information out there. Okay, very good article. But again, that first one talking about 4 years was a pure BS article, but the second one, guys, is the real deal. It confirms everything we've found going forward. Okay. All right, guys, let's look at just some of the daily articles. You've got remember, guys, so Iraq's not going to do a 12-month annual budget going forward. Okay, they're only going to do they're just there won't be a 12-month annual budget. They're starting to show that to you. Okay, and as Iraq gets into the once they get past the starting point of their fiscal year, once we wrap around and get past April 1st, you're going to start seeing a shifting in the news. They're going to kind of phase out and stop talking about the budget, and they're going to start talking about different subjects. Okay, so that's a pattern you're going to watch or want to look for. Text of the joint statement issued by Khademi and King of Saudi Arabia. Remember, Saudi Arabia back in July of last year wrote Iraq loans for the reforms. They're also, Iraq's eventually going to be going international, so they're just working on building, international relations and trade agreements. That's what this boils down to. Okay. Not something to read. It's not something worth reading the entire article. This right here, President of the Republican Parliament after the need to expedite the legislation of the budget law. Iraq's already kicked the can into next week on the budget, so they're already telling you that they're not doing the budget this weekend. Okay? So, President of the Republic, Mohammed Saleh, Thursday to expedite the legislation of the budget law. So they're telling you they need to expedite it, and that's really all this article says is they need to expedite it. They don't give you any timing markers as to when they plan to do anything on it. They just say they need to expedite it. Okay. Central bank, the new exchange rate has made significant gains. And they're telling you here that from the central bank's angle of being reduced, that it's made tremendous gains on behalf of the central bank and how it's helped them for competitiveness in favor of national products, whether agriculture, industrial, strengthening public finance resources, and so forth. So from the angle or side of the central bank, from their perspective, it's been very beneficial helping them at a federal level versus an individual level of the citizen. Finance issues a statement after the minister chairs a meeting on Iraq's financial budget. Finance Minister Ali Alawi stressed the importance of activating the investment side and maximizing non-oil financial resources as part of the upcoming budget strategy during his chairing the fourth session of preparing the federal budget strategy. So you guys already saw this article. I just actually showed you this in the news. This article is talking about them drafting a 3-year federal budget. Okay, and they told us earlier that's when they would like to activate investment is during that period of 22 to 24 and some other things. So that's when they're talking about really launching and promoting their economy during that 3-year period from 22 to 24. KRG needs a budget agreement with Baghdad. We've touched on this earlier in the day. They're just saying that they've got to get the budget done and bring it forward. But they also put out other conflicting articles that disagree with this. So we have to they're not giving us any solid confirmations on anything with the budget. They keep bouncing around, talking in circles about it. They say we're going to do it Saturday. Nope. Other articles say they're doing it next week. News makes it very difficult to pin that down. So we already covered this morning. Let's look at another news source from another angle. Iraq dinar. This is the daily auctions. As you guys know, Iraq has stopped the in-country auctions, which would actually be. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to restructure the screen. Okay, so right here, right below the picture, highlighted blue, total cash sales 0. That would be in-country auctions, and they're zeroed out. Right now, to the right of the picture for you, to the right of the picture, highlighted blue, enhancing funds abroad. So as you guys see, they're only auctioning off U.S. dollars abroad. So they have theoretically ended the auctions within the country of Iraq. Okay, conflicting news about the exchange rate confuses the street and calls to quit the auctions. I just showed you they've quit the auctions, guys. This article is misleading, doesn't hold any credibility. They're saying they call to quit the auctions, but I just showed you they have. So there's no credibility to that article. We're not going to look at it. Dozens are demonstrating in Wasset to demand approval of the budget, guys. I question the accuracy or legitimacy of this article, guys, because this article, they're saying demonstrating in only one area. If Iraq really had demonstrations because of the budget and the actual current value of the rate or currency, you guys would actually have demonstrating and protesting in much areas of Iraq, not just one single area. So I kind of question the accuracy or legitimacy of that article. After the sudden decline, the dollar is rising, and all this article is saying is that today the market value of the dinar has gone up. That's all it's saying. It's not worth diving into that article. Regional government, 2 proposals for our share of the budget. We are ready to implement one. Guys, article is rehashed and regurgitated from earlier this week. I think it was around Tuesday. I brought you another one that said right in it they had 2 proposals and they're going to considering running with and utilizing one of them. Okay. Kazemi government disavows the dollar rate and throws a ball into Parliament's court. So let's look at that article. Let's see what Kazemi's saying. Cabinet spokesman Nazim confirmed the right of Parliament to change the exchange rate of the dollar, which sparked a state of public discontent, denying that he has made any statement regarding this recently. I have not made any statement regarding the exchange rate of the dollar as it was reported by some of the social media. The House of Representatives has the right to change the dollar. Again, guys, this article is pure BS. I've already shown you numerous articles where they've blatantly told you in the news, and these were articles by the CBI. CBI clearly said government, House of Parliament, have no role in justifying or choosing what exchange rate will be utilized. That can only come from the central bank. So again, that article has no credibility. Kazemi warns hypocrisy over the dollar will create turmoil in the market. So yeah, guys, these articles at this point are not whole. And this article is actually an older one from yesterday. I told you right here. They're saying that they've had no request to reduce the exchange rate. That's actually an older article from yesterday, and it's just and they just reposted it today. So here they're saying the 21 budget may be canceled for this reason. So now they're actually talking about canceling the budget, guys. Who's been telling you all week since Sunday that Iraq may cancel the budget? That's right. That's another home run, guys. Nailed it. Told you that Iraq was on track to canceling the budget. And here you go. Icing on the cake. All right, guys, there you go. There's your evening news for you. You guys are the best. Take care and have a wonderful evening. As you see, Iraq's now telling you they're considering canceling the budget.